For those of you who don't know, Disney doesn't just own other properties like Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar. They also make their own movies from Walt Disney Studios, and there was a few interesting things to come out of that. But one of the biggest, most exciting things that I heard about was the Jungle Book movie, directed by Jon Favreau.
That's live action, right?
Yes, it's live action, and from what I'm hearing, it looks incredible. Obviously, we didn't see it. I haven't even read up on the footage. I heard somebody that I really trust talk about it, and it looks amazing. Gio, you know a little bit more about this than we do. So what came out of the Jungle Book live action movie directed by Jon Favreau?
Yeah, so Jon Favreau and Disney executives took the stage for Jungle Book, and they talked about pretty much how this film will use ultra-modern CG technology and apply it to such an old classic story to tell. And basically, Favreau talked about, the filmmaking process, how most of it was shot in downtown LA, even though, I haven't seen the footage, but from what they've said, you couldn't tell that was all, from one location in LA.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So basically, Favreau talked about all that stuff, the process. What he said to me really, not to me, but what he said during that event really kind of got me, a little bit excited for this. When he said the best CGI for me is the kind that is so good it disappears, which tells me that he's going to use the CGI to really, it's going to look like some next level stuff, basically. And so, yeah, he talked a little bit about that. He brought Ben Kingsley on stage, who voices Bagheera, that's the Dark Panther, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
And I might get this name wrong, but Neil Sethi?
I think it's Seti.
Seti?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's voicing Mowgli?
Mowgli?
Is he playing Mowgli?
Oh, he's playing
Mowgli.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
live
guys.
action.
Oh, I'm terrible.
Yeah, they brought the kid out, right?
Yeah, they brought the kid
Yeah.
out. They brought Ben Kingsley out, and they presented some unfinished footage to those in attendance. And basically, for a rundown, they're calling the CGI some next level stuff. Empire Magazine said Jungle Book footage is pretty incredible. Photorealistic backgrounds. Bill Murray as Baloo. Idris Elba as Shere Khan. Amazing. Like, really perfect casting. But what stole the show was at the very end of the footage, they showed Christopher Walken voicing King Louie.
Oh,
And
wow.
that was just incredible. Yeah.
So they're going like direct adaptation of the animated movie, right? That's awesome.
And so Jungle Book, real quickly, it's being described visually as hybrid, which is a blend of photorealistic CGI and live action. Think James Cameron's Avatar. Substitute the aliens for photorealistic CG creatures.
I cannot wait.
This is gonna look amazing, and the cast itself is phenomenal. So yeah.
Jake, does this excite you at all? Are you looking forward to this movie?
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this one for a while. From the moment I heard about it, I've really come to love Jon Favreau as a director, not just from the Iron Man movies, but Chef was one of my favorites from last year. So and then the cast that he brought on board, Scarlett Johansson, Idris Elba, Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, Lupita Nyong'o. It's incredible. And hearing that it got such a good appreciation at D23 is really, really exciting. I read somewhere that it was more loved by the fans than like Captain America. And,
that's what the stuff I'm hearing.
So that's really, really good news. And like every other kid out there, I kind of grew up on a Jungle Book. Movie. You're born to it.
Bare necessities, man.
So, it's great. It has everything going for it right now. It's been like 50 years since they've been wanting a live action Jungle Book movie.
Man,
so
a legit one. They have made some.
The 94 film wasn't that bad.
It's really exciting, and I'm glad to hear that it got such a good ovation there. So.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to this, man. correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Jon Favreau and company say that this is going to be the most technologically advanced movie ever made? They came out and said
something like
that.
Yes.
Obviously, that's their opinion, but they know what's going into this movie.
Well, it's Disney, so I would imagine so.
Oh, I'm sure they're
Guys,
giving it their all, and
They,
with a brand recognition like The Jungle Book, it's going to make loads of money. What's interesting to me is there's another Jungle Book adaptation coming in the next 2 years from Warner Bros.
Andy Serkis.
And it's made by directed by Andy Serkis, the motion capture master. It's really weird to me because you hear Favreau say something like the most technologically advanced movie ever. So what does that mean for Andy Serkis, who's the leader in motion capture? Like, is his going to be even better? So, and the cast for that movie is amazing, but I just think that's a little weird that these movies are coming out so close together, but I'm looking forward to both of them. Hopefully they're different enough to where we can enjoy them separately.
Yeah, this is going to be quite a showdown. This ain't Hercules, y'all, like Dwayne Johnson and
Oh,
that
and
other one.
Kellen
No.
Lutz, yeah.
This is like two all-star casts, going at it a year apart. So next year is
It's going to be so weird for
year after
casual
that.
movie fans, though. They're going to be like, what?
Uh-huh.
Jungle Book? There was just one last year.
Do you know who's voicing Shere Khan in the other one?
I know the cast for that one is incredible.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh my goodness.
Cumberbatch.
That's crazy. Both of those casts are amazing, but we're not here to talk Warner Bros. Though. I thought it was a little interesting.
Oh, we're not? No.
No. So yeah, there was a bunch of other stuff to come from Walt Disney Pictures. They're working on a movie called Moana. Is that an animated movie?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about it. Gio, is there anything noteworthy about that movie?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
A lot.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is starring in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, co-directors Ron Clements and John Musker, who directed Aladdin, are directing this film. Dwayne Johnson is starring as a demigod who goes on an adventure with a young woman, and they go and explore beyond the Pacific Ocean. This film is going to touch on Pacific Islander culture. It's going to have a lot of singing because the guy who like music, kind of like a sing-along kind of music stuff. The Grammy-winning composer Mark Mancina, who worked on the Lion King, will work on this music along with oh boy, I might get this wrong. Opataya Foal.
Wow.
I am so sorry to my Pacific Islander brothers out there. Like, I am embarrassing myself right now. But they will also work on the music as well. And this film, I mean, all right, how can I say this? It's gonna really hit home for me because I'm a Pacific Islander, and I cannot express how excited I am to see this, to see Dwayne Johnson attached to it, to see them explore a little bit of my culture in this film, and I know it's going to look amazing.
Yeah, so is this based on any type of source material, or is this an original idea?
This is an original story.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know much about it, but it sounds cool. The Rock can do no wrong, even with his voice. So I'm looking forward to it. It sounds very interesting. Is it something that catches your eye, Jake?
Yeah, for sure. And The Rock, because I follow him on social media, he's really excited about this. Really,
I remember
excited
when he
about
signed on for it. It was a whole
Yeah,
news story that
like
he signed on for this movie.
He's posting Instagram pictures and like Twitter and stuff, and he's super excited.
I
for
love
it.
The Rock, man. I love how passionate he is.
Yeah, I saw an image for it, and it was beautiful. It was a pretty beautiful image.
Wow.
And, yeah, the whole Pacific Islander thing is really cool, and I know it's not Pixar, but it's Disney, venturing out and going into different cultures and ideas and stuff, and it's really cool to see. And I don't know if I dig the whole sing-along thing, but if it works, it works. I liked Aladdin, and the sing-along thing worked, and so but for right now, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting. Another Walt Disney original animated movie coming is Zootopia. We've had a teaser trailer for this for a while now, but it doesn't really show anything regarding the actual story. It just kind of showed some of the characters. So, Gio, was there any new information regarding Zootopia?
Let's see. Well, I mean, I haven't been following Zootopia that much.
Yeah,
so
well,
a
according
lot
to your
of
notes,
stuff-
the filmmakers came out, the actress Jennifer Goodwin, producer Clark Spencer, they came out and showed an in-depth look at some footage from Zootopia, and it got some good reactions from the crowd, a lot of laughter, and then the visuals looked really good. So, I mean, I'm not too excited for this movie, but I'm going to reserve that judgment until I see a real trailer for it. Jake, did Zootopia catch your eye at all?
It's okay. I mean, it's kind of an idea we've seen before, but I really like that Jason Bateman's voicing the fox.
Yeah, it really fits.
Yeah,
I liked that.
I like him a lot, and I mean, it's Disney, and you never know what they can pull out of their hat, and it's a cool idea and everything, but so.
Yeah, I mean, it's, who knows? I don't really know much about it. There's I believe there's a synopsis somewhere online, but other than that, we don't really know what the story's gonna be.
Well, I mean, pretty much it's a rabbit who wants to become like a big city cop, but she's not fit to be.
She's a small little rabbit. What
she's
can
kind
she
of like
do,
fighting
right?
to like
Prove herself in a way.
She believes that, like you could be whoever you want or something.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, it looked funny. The teaser trailer looks funny to me. If they have that humor in it, it looks like something I'll be interested in.
The fox, this is from Gio. He's a con artist, and they team up for a missing persons case.
Oh, okay, that could be interesting. It looks like they have a good dynamic, the two characters. So.
Well, it's funny, a fox and a rabbit.
Oh, I know, right? So. Yeah. So exactly. So a couple more things coming from Walt Disney Pictures. 2 movies starring Johnny Depp, if I'm not mistaken. Is he returning for Alice Through the Looking Glass? Okay, so
yes.
The sequel to Alice in Wonderland, live action movie, is coming, and it's titled Alice Through the Looking Glass. And was there some news to come out from that movie, Gio?
Yes. So real quickly, James Bobbin is directing, not Tim Burton. So James Bobbin did The Muppets and The Muppets Most Wanted.
That was announced at D23?
Well, that was no. Actually,
did we already know that?
Yeah,
I was under the impression that Tim Burton was directing it. I'm actually relieved to hear that because I did not like the first one, so I'm relieved to hear that.
Yeah. So another big returned win is Colleen Atwood returns as a costume designer, who won an Oscar for Alice in Wonderland for her work on costume designs, which looked pretty good. The star of the film, Mia Wasikowska, she describes the film as being very different from the first. We'll have more practical effects as opposed to the first film, which had 90% green screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another good plus. Sacha Baron Cohen took the stage, and he's playing a character called Time. And they introduced a short clip with Baron Cohen in character, and basically telling Alice you cannot win in a race against time because she's trying to save her friend, the Mad Hatter, who is growing evil and is threatening the whole world, so to speak. And so I mean, it's pretty much most of the main players are returning. You have Anne Hathaway, Alan Rickman, Stephen Fry, Michael Sheen. They're all returning, as well as Sacha Baron Cohen, Rhys Ifans.
Rhys Ifans.
Yeah, God, I'm just mispronouncing names throughout this podcast, guys.
I don't blame you, dude. These are some crazy names.
Andrew Scott. So, Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah, a sequel's a no-brainer. That movie made
$1
billion. Of course they're going to make a sequel. Jake, does this excite you at all to hear that?
I don't care at all.
Really? Wow.
I didn't even see the first one in full yet. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I mean, the cast is awesome, and I'm sure I'll watch it someday and be like, okay, yeah, I see what it's doing.
Yeah.
But, no,
it's not your thing.
I could care less right now.
I understand. I'm encouraged that they're giving it to another director and that they know that the first one wasn't beloved by fans and critics, and I think they're going to try to fix those problems. So another movie starring Johnny Depp, the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie, Dead Man Tell No Tales. So apparently Johnny Depp came out full Jack Sparrow at D23, man. I wish I was there because that sounds awesome. Gio, what information came out regarding Dead Men Tell No Tales?
Well, they confirmed that Orlando Bloom is returning
That
as
I like that.
Turner,
That's awesome.
Captain of the Flying Dutchman, and pretty much they showed some footage. Wait, did they show some footage? Hold on. No, they unveiled the logo for Dead Man Tell No Tales, and pretty much announced Will Turner's returning. Other than that, it's everything else is pretty much, the same. Yeah,
So the
same
story
synopsis.
is going to involve Will's son, right?
An element
of Will's son.
Yeah, 'cause
okay.
he's been gone for 10 years, and so he's going to try and reconnect with his
With
son.
his son.
a
Okay,
little bit,
that sounds
yeah.
interesting. Jake, you seem excited about this movie. Are you looking forward to Pirates
I am
5?
stoked. Okay, so I love the first one. I'm okay with the second one, and then it kind of just came on a downhill spiral from there. I really like that, Johnny Depp's returning. I think the Captain Jack Sparrow role is just absolutely incredible. There's nothing you can do about it. I like that Orlando Bloom is returning. I kind of wish Keira Knightley would return, but
Yeah,
that's
me
just
too.
me. The thing that gets me most excited is that it's a whole new team behind it. A new director, a new writer. It's not the same people from 3 and 4.
Good.
So it can go in a different direction. I totally love these movies. They're kind of guilty pleasure for me. This whole Pirates world is really fun. It's all go for here. I'm really looking forward to it. It just sucks that it's still 2 years away.
Yeah.
2017.
I think this sounds great. I think the story involves Jack searching for the Trident of Poseidon, which sounds awesome. That sounds incredible. Who knows what they're gonna do with that? And like you, the first Pirates of the Caribbean is a great film. It's a great movie. I didn't really like any of the sequels. 2 wasn't horrible, but none of them match up to the first one. So I didn't know they were bringing in a whole new team as far as production and director and everything. So that's very encouraging to me. I'm looking forward to it. When does it come out? July 2017, 2 years from now. Well, we got a lot of blockbusters till then, so I'm sure we'll be entertained until summer 2017. Gio, are you looking forward to this movie?
Oh man, I'm so looking forward to this movie.
Wow.
Seeing the return of Will Turner and Sparrow.
Yeah, that's really the big news to come out of
again.
this. That's awesome.
I love Javier Bardem playing Captain Salazar. Last time I saw him, he was an amazing villain in Skyfall.
Oh yeah, incredible.
Yeah, and look, if nobody's asking for Pirates of the Caribbean 5, but we're getting one, you could not ask for a better one than this one.
It's gonna make money.
At least on paper, it looks great.
It's gonna make $1 billion again. So
Yeah.
why not?
Well, yeah, why not? Yeah.
And it seems like they actually care about the story this time. That's what catches my eye, because I was not looking forward to those last 2 at all, but it sounds amazing. So yeah, there was a bunch of other little things to come out of D23, but unfortunately we don't have time to cover it all. But there was a whole bunch of little things. I heard they had they focused on the Chris Pine film, The Finest Hours, I believe it's called. I heard that got a good reaction from the crowd. I'm actually looking forward to that movie. I think it's going to demand a good performance from Chris Pine. I'm curious to see what he does under those circumstances. Are you guys looking forward to that film at all, Jake?
Yeah, I like the trailer that it had. I'm really into movies that are based off true stories.
Yeah, it's a true story, right? It's about the rescue mission, right?
So,
yeah.
And I like seeing the whole, the rescue happening back decades ago. So it's really interesting. I like Chris Pine as an actor. So yeah, it's interesting to me so far.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for period pieces. I love movies set in certain time eras, and it looks like a pretty cool movie. GR, are you looking forward to this movie at all, or does it seem boring to you?
No, I'm definitely looking forward to this movie. I got a thing for Disney telling films based on true stories.
Oh yeah,
films filled with inspiration and courage and sacrifice, and like you say, Chris Pine in this role. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him in a different type of role because we've seen him do big blockbusters and comedies, but he hasn't really gotten a chance to show his dramatic chops, which I think he is a good actor, so I think he'll be able to pull it off.
Oh yeah, him, Eric Bana.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Eric Bana in a while,
Ben
man.
Foster.
Where's he been at, dude? Yeah, it looks really good. I don't know who's the lead actress. She looks like she's given a really good performance. I don't know her name though.
Some lady named Holiday Granger.
Okay, so she's a newcomer.
She was in Cinderella.
As far as we know. She was in Cinderella?
Yeah.
Who was she in
She was
Cinderella?
one of the sisters.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, you're right. I'm looking forward to that movie. So as far as you guys know, was there anything else to come out of D23 that you guys wanted to touch on, or?
A movie called Gigantic, which is a Disney animated film based off the classic tale of Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, nice.
Pretty much set in Spain during the age of exploration. Story follows Jack as he discovers a secret in the clouds populated by giants. Jack befriends a giant named Inma, who is described as 11 years old, 60 feet tall, fiery, feisty, and a lot to control. The villain in the film's villains are basically like these 120-foot storm giants.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. It seems like Disney's putting a lot of twists on their stories. Like they gave us Tangled a couple years ago, which was, I didn't even know it was a Rapunzel movie until somebody told me that. I never saw it, but so they're doing a lot of plays on the titles like Tangled, Gigantic, like switching it up. So that's pretty cool. Does this sound interesting to you at all?
Yeah, I wish they would go a different direction and not base it off something they already have in their background.
No, that's true.
But I'll definitely be going to watch it. So
yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This was a long coverage, but it's necessary for all the information that came out of D23. I'm looking forward to a lot of this stuff that they brought out, and I really want to go to a D23 one day now. I mean, Comic-Con's first. I want to go to a Comic-Con, but D23 sounds amazing, especially with Star Wars and Marvel and Pixar and stuff. So, yeah, please let us know in the comment section if there's any of this stuff you're looking forward to, any of the Star Wars, Force Awakens stuff, Star Wars Episode 9 stuff, Star Wars Rogue One stuff, anything from Captain America Civil War and Doctor Strange you're looking forward to, or any of the Pixar or Walt Disney Pictures movies. If there's anything you're looking forward to, anything you're not looking forward to, please let us know in the comment section. That's going to do it for our All D23 podcast, episode number 13. I'm Jacob Bartley, the host of the MTE Movie Podcast. You can find me on Twitter at Jake Ryan Bartley. And don't forget to check out our site, MovieTalkExpress.com. Gio, where can they find you out online, man?
You can find me on Twitter at Giorgio Ramos24, Facebook, Giorgio Ramos, and Movie Talk Express every day.
Where can they find you online, Jake?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at the Jake Berlin, and Twitter and Facebook at Apocalypse and apocalypse.wordpress.com.
Yeah, and again, you can find our site at MovieTalkExpress.com. You can find us on Facebook at Movie Talk Express, on Twitter at Movie Talk EX. And please don't forget, if you're listening to this and you like anything you hear, hit that subscribe button. It'll really help. And if you're already subscribed, hit that like button. Everything helps us. And thank you again for listening. We'll see you next week.